Ah, you came back. You came back, so you're not a bitch. All right. You also are not depressed. You're just soft. You were never taught how to hold pressure. So now you crumble every time life punches you in the mouth. And this video is gonna hurt because it's supposed to. Too many of you have been coddled your entire life. You've never been able to confront yourself because no one showed you what true confrontation looked like. You must do an audit. Do an audit on yourself. Every day when you wake up, are you going to choose to be a bitch that the world wants you to be so they can fuck you? Or do you want to be a man who has power and take your control back? Get right into it. You're too soft. And it shows. It's not gonna get any better until you decide to break the loop of your softness. You have opportunities every single day to rid yourself of the softness and build a structure of discipline and sit in your masculine energy. But that requires for you to understand and know what pressure feels like. And you don't want to feel pressure because you want life to be soft to you. You want to feel the softness. You don't want to have to confront yourself, confront your comfort, confront other males, confront ideals that you don't believe in, confront the fucking government, confront everything that you truly know is wrong. And so what do? You sit back and you take care of yourself and your family circle. Where do you think your family goes when you leave? When you exit this earth, in this realm, where do you think your son and daughter go after you're gone? What do you think they have to survive? In a different realm? Or do they have to go in society to go find someone to help them build their own circle and their own home? They have to go out and find their own home, don't they? So wouldn't it make sense that you help? But you know what? We're gonna get to that. Point one. Masculinity has been neutered. Men have been trained to be liked and not feared. You grew up in a time where, ooh, let me just be liked. Ooh, let me be popular. Ooh, let me agree with every point so I can avoid confrontation, so they can revere me as someone that they can come to and have communion with. Every time you filter your voice to appease others, you are slicing yourself in the throat, bro. Wake up. You have the power to get every and anything you want in this realm, but you must be able to ground yourself in yourself. You can't sit here and expect the world to bend to you, or you to get after the things that you want to, or your daughter to live a good life, or to be a good fucking role model for your son, and be a fucking guy and god to your wife that she gawks over and gets wet as fuck for, if you don't know how to stand true within your own voice and within your own life. You are too soft. You've been neutered. Every time you get a chance to actually stand true, you bend. Every time it's time for you to stick up for yourself or those you love, you bend. And even when you do try to stick up, you must understand the other person's point because you don't want them to walk away having a different view of you than what you want them to view you as. Instead of taking a standpoint of, I don't give a fuck. This is the line I'm drawing in the sand. Cross it and die. You don't want to take that standpoint because it's too fucking harsh as you know it. You are soft. I don't know who told you that feelings was healing. All you learned was how to release. All you learned was, ooh, there's my painful spot. Ooh, let me throw it out. Ooh, no, I don't want to deal with those. So I feel it. Yup, let me journal, let me meditate. They never taught you how to regulate. When you identify your wounds and you see them for what they are, and you know exactly how to fix them by attacking them. Your weaknesses, like we spoke about yesterday, those weaknesses, you attack them every single day. And you understand how they are creating hairline fractures in your structure, and you attack them every single day. Because you know why? Life is not going to give a fuck about how you feel. You will be fucked by life. You will bend over and allow them to take your fucking soul from you. Because you don't want to deal with the fucking wound that you're avoiding. You throw a Band-Aid on it and then just keep moving. thinking that that little fucking mask over the wound is gonna save you. The world does not give a fuck about you nor the wounds you have. And therefore, you must be able to take a standpoint and put a line in the sand to say that this is who I am and I won't alter. And as you're doing that, you are cleansing the wound. You're allowing it to heal by understanding that, yes, that wound created my experience and that experience forged me. But I will not allow you to use that very cut to destroy me. And the only reason you don't stand firm in that box is because you continue to listen to others infiltrate your mind as a masculine man who should have structure and discipline within himself to block them out. And you allow them to come in your mind, infiltrate every idea, twist it so that you're softer, and then you wonder why the world's going to shit. No one is standing up for themselves. No one is taking on the harder route. And when I say the harder route, I don't just mean, oh, I'm gonna heal myself in my family box. Fuck your family box. I'm talking about the societal box that you operate in, that when you die, your children now have to go back out into this very society that you hid away from. This is not, oh, let me hide away and just watch the fucking boat sink. And then when the boat's sinking, I run out and say, where's my raft? You watch the boat sink. Actively. There are so many of you in the shadows that understand this to be true, but you don't want to speak about it because you don't want to be revered as crazy, as not following the rules, as a rebel, as aggressive. Who gives a fuck? You're a masculine man. Without you, this world don't exist, bro. Once you start to know that, okay, cool, it takes masculine and feminine energy to come together to create. Oh, okay, all right. So on a broader scale, I have to exist in my truest form for this whole fucking bitch to be in circulation in creation. And here's the funniest thing about the realm is that the laws of the realm that we speak about every single day will always make sure that that balance is there. So as you see, men are becoming more feminine. And what does that mean for the women? Anybody know? Anybody can answer that question? They become more masculine. But no one wants to identify the fact that, okay, cool, we're becoming more feminine, therefore the women are becoming more masculine, so we're still gonna create together, but it's not gonna be biologically fixed on what we came into this world as. And so we're gonna complicate it by switching roles. And in that switching of roles, we're also not going to stand on the fact that we are being feminine and just allow it to happen, then argue that we're being more feminine. You see how confusing that is? When you could just come into this world understanding that, okay, cool, I'm a masculine man. And all I have to do is compete and actually give effort and go against the soft rhetoric of this world is pushing onto you just for existing as a masculine man. That's all I have to do. But you're too soft to stand and make that fucking standpoint in your life and fight for it, die for it even. You just want to go so that your life is easy. But let me tell you, when it's time for war, and I don't mean war as, oh, this bullshit in this realm of countries going against each other, no, I mean actual war with yourself. War with the community that continues to tell you that you should be soft. War with the ideals that don't fit and you don't want imposed on your children. War that comes with your children once you die, that transfers to them, that you had no fucking help in aiding and helping them understand. Because at some point you must realize the way that you operate is not conducive for your children. And we'll talk about it later, but the way that you operate current is not conducive for your children in the warfare that they're going to have to deal with. So you're giving them outdated skills. You cannot give them outdated skills just because you don't want them to be weird to society or for you to be the disruptor of your community. Give your children the skills they need so that when you leave this fucking realm, that they can survive and understand that, okay, cool, this realm is clearly trying to destroy us, but at least our father and our mother gave us the right fucking tools so that we can thrive. You don't think about that. But that's probably because you don't want children. Or you say you want children, but you won't have them. Because you realize that children make you accountable. Children will then show you that if you continue the same path that you're going, when they end up fucked up, that is a direct reflection on you. But you don't want that. So you just talk about it. You're not about it for real. Point 2. You mistake cowardice for mental health. You watching, you are a coward. You run away from the cold approach to life. And this doesn't have to always, it's not about just women. Because you won't go to the baddest girl that you see on a day-to-day basis. I tell you to go up to the women so that you can practice feeling and building thick skin so that when life smacks the shit out of you, you don't feel it. But you don't want to go up to the baddest bitch because you know she's going to reject you. So realistically, is it about the woman or is it about your issues with rejection? You don't go up to women because of your fear of rejection. You don't stand on your principles because of your fear of rejection. You don't put down the soft narrative because of your fear of rejection. You don't go to the gym to build a physique because of your fear of rejection. You don't do anything that will improve your current situation because of your fear of rejection. This has nothing to do with, I'm scared of women. That idea is crazy. Your ideas aren't crazy. Your ability to execute on them and stand on who you truly are and regarding that as fucking madness or far-fetched is what's crazy. And so when you can't hold chaos, when your body doesn't know how to fucking regulate chaos, emotions will hijack every decision you make. You go outside and it's so full of stimulation and dopamine that you don't even know what the fuck to do. You like, oh shit. Woo, look over there. Woo, let's go get ice cream. Woo, look at that bad bitch. Woo, I like those clothes. Woo, woo, woo. Pulling yourself in all sorts of different directions, not knowing what the fuck to really stand on, not realizing that your fucking nervous system is so far out of whack that you can't even regulate yourself, have an internal structure to hold all the abundances that come with the feminine. And then you wonder why your life doesn't pan out the way that you want it. I'll tell you right now. If you, like a lot of men don't want to do the hard work because they feel like they're too old to. You're never too old to change. Never. If you have air in your lungs, you are not too old. Your ability to move forward is always going to be there no matter what age you are at. If you are healthy, in good health, to a degree where your brain still functions clearly, you have the ability to change. And so I don't give a fuck if you have you have children. I don't give a fuck if you have a woman. I don't give a fuck if you're in your house that you've built, or in a life that's stable. You have the job that you really want. I don't give a fuck. All of this shit is material. You do realize you're gonna die one day, and you don't want to be on your deathbed realizing, fuck, I didn't give it my all. Fuck. But now there's no time. There's no time at all, bro. Your time is up. Hey, it's only days before you go, buddy. You don't want to be in that position, fearing that, fuck, I knew I had more in me, but didn't give it. Now you're worried about your children, and even when you think that you did good, you understood it. There's somewhere in the depths of your mind that knew that you could have given more, because you do have more in you. But you've allowed influences to fuck your mind up. So even at your current state of stability with your children, think about it. The life that you live from whatever age you were at when you first started to operate in this world as an adult to where you are right now, the decisions you made you who you are today. And those decisions, whether good or bad, whether confrontational or soft, made you where you are today. And a lot of the times you don't want to fucking accept the fact that your body isn't in the best shape, even if you go to the gym. You don't have the fucking sexiest wife, not only in appearance, but in her fucking brain, cognition. And then you have children with this person because you settled for where you are at. Where you're at right now. You settle for where you're at. You don't ever challenge yourself to dig deeper. Therefore, you settle with every other part of your life. You go to the gym, you get a little gains, great. You feel like that's okay. You get a girl to like you because of those said gains, ooh, that's all right. I'm good there. I'm good here. Then you have children, oh, I'm gonna give them the same fucking wounded template and throw on a band-aid on it and teach them that they should worry about healing in their feelings instead of standing on structure and being a masculine man in the world or being a feminine woman in the world. Do you understand what you're doing to your generation and your bloodline? You are diluting it. And then you will continue and continue and continue, and then you will have no other option but to leave this realm, and your children will have a template that they will not understand why it's wrong because their fucking savior, which is their parents, gave it to them. And you thought that that was okay because it just worked for you. You selfish son of a bitch. When society needed you to step up and be true to who you were so that you could add the value needed to get other men to wake up and see their own values. These videos aren't just to, appease you with truth and cut you deep. No, this is just a law. This is the truth at its rawest form that I need you to take and implement into your life, not only so that you revere it as truth for yourself, but so that you open up the realm of yourself to the world, for the world to see. The world has to wake up to see you, and you must show the world who the fuck you are, so that the man who watches you can then say, ooh, that man is doing it. Let me see what the fuck he's doing. Great. And it's a fucking domino effect. Then all the masculine men revert back to masculine. The feminine are then polarized back to their position, and the world starts to kind of tick on rhythm again. In the right rhythm. And like I said before, polarization is always going to make sure the world is ticking. But what's going on right now is that masculine men are turning feminine, feminine women are turning masculine, and this fucking confusion because we don't want to break the fucking the box that we're all in, and we're like, fuck, ooh, this is not right. This is not right. But y'all sit back and y'all relax. And so therefore the polarization continues to happen, and people just stop being what they should be. You don't need a therapist. You need pressure to wake you up from the lie that you've been living. It is time for you to step into your power. Step into your structure. Step into who you are. Become.
Strength is built through willing suffering.
Your strength is built through your willingness to walk into your suffering. Not passively watch it, not avoid it because you like being soft, but confront it, seek it every single day. If there's a storm ahead of you, look at it, say, yeah, bitch, I'm ready for you. I've been looking for you. And when you get through it, look for the next one. It builds you. Your willingness to walk up to suffering and endure is what allows you to step into the realm that you're supposed to be in. You know when they say no pain, no gain, it's true. You must have scar tissue. You have to build up scar tissue. If you don't have that pain, you haven't been on the passage. You don't get the passage of way just because you want it. Just because, I don't want to confront anybody. I don't want to confront my comforts. I don't want to confront my friends. I don't want to confront my parents. I just want to sit and be. Well, guess what? Sitting and being doesn't just give you the passage to live the life that you want to live. But then complain every year that you're not going anywhere. Seek therapy to see where you went wrong. Where you went wrong is the fact that you sat in your comforts and enjoyed that shit. And you built a life out of your comforts. And you seek motivation. Because motivation at least gives you a little giddy up for a moment. And then as soon as it stops pressing its button onto your emotions, you go back down to your bullshit because your emotions run your life. Not discipline. Not structure, not law, not who you truly are. You don't even know when to hear your soul. You don't even know how to hear your soul. You just sit back and chill. Living a life, going with the flow. Get out of this spiritual hippie bullshit. Living in alignment is daily war. And what does daily war require you to be? Confrontational. Seek your weakness, kill your weakness, overcome your weakness, be strengthened by your weakness. And all of that requires suffering. Suffering from cutting off all the comforts, suffering from cutting off all the people who impose their soft ideologies onto you. As a masculine man, you are the structure, you are the discipline, you are the rule. I don't give a fuck that you've been settling your entire life. I don't care what narrative you've been following. If it doesn't involve you being confrontational and suffering through being purified through all of the bullshit that comes into your life and getting rid of all your comforts so that you can become a stronger man, have thicker skin, be able to be smacked by life and look up at that bitch and kill it. I don't give a fuck, bro. It is time for you to step into who you truly are. You cannot live through life going down a stream, because then the stream dictates where you go, not you. And the majority of you are trying to build a kingdom on soft speech. The more I speak to you inside of my DMs, the more I speak to you on phone calls, the more I realize that the soft speech that you have is what's killing you. This fire you hear, this is not emotion. This is fire. This is how I feel every day, energetically charged. Oh shit, it's a power that comes with this. So why would you allow yourself to dampen your fire, to appease others? Give a fuck about how people feel. Live the true way. The truth is there for you to live. The laws of the realm allow you to step into power once you accept them as law. Law is exactly that. Everything requires law. Does this feed me? Or does this dull my fire? In every realm. A lot of y'all question what law? What is law? What is law? Law is simply your ability to feed yourself what you need to continue on the passage and continue to make the realm better. And how do you make the realm better? You have to be able to speak from a place that ignites you and others. Don't care how you do it. You could be an artist. You could be a singer. You could be a doctor. You could be anything. But the point of the matter is, law is when you follow exactly what you know is right for you and the movement of the masculine structure that is required to make men like yourself become the best versions of themselves. That means, hey, does eating at fucking McDonald's move the needle forward? No. Why? Because it degrades your physical and energetic levels. So therefore that can't be good for you. Okay, cool. So now it's time to look at foods that actually feed you. Is eating all the time throughout the day beneficial to my life and my energetic levels throughout the day? Probably not. Get on a diet that works for your body. Does doping on fucking caffeine, nicotine, or all of these other things, am I using that because I need it to survive, or that I govern it, I choose? You have to get very clear with yourself and govern these things in your realm. You're literally living your life on autopilot, allowing society and influence from other people to dictate your moves or regulate your emotions that then dictate your moves and then give you a reality that isn't fucking beneficial to you or your bloodline. So living in law is simply being able to regulate all of these sectors of your life every single day, non-stop. What does that require? Confrontation. And until you bleed the boy, the man will never rise. You can't ascend with the wounds that you still nurture. Stop feeding them. There is no power in emotional excess. There is no peace without precision. And there is no freedom for the man who refuses to confront himself. Bleed the boy, burn the mask, and build from law. And if this video hit, you already know what's next. Don't scroll, don't cope, don't delay. Go read the Unruly Blueprint right now. The system is live and the fire is lit. Consider yourself warned.